Okay guys, welcome back, and in the last tutorial we just saw how to map a URL location to a function out here, and in a way such that we can just get the URL parameters that have been passed on. So what if after this URL there was something else like a profile or something like photos? So maybe just you want to make an app that gets the users robs and then goes on to the photos. So if we just want to do something like that, it's again quite simple. All we have to do is like I'll just copy paste this function out here, okay, and in this space I'll just rename this part with photos, and all that will happen is what was happening earlier. And okay, so again this thing is also now quite similar. I'll just wait for this thing to reload. Okay, come on. Okay, so now this thing is loaded and you can see that user is Rob. And okay, so I just clicked on something else. So you can see that when we have just one parameter out here, in the end this thing is working. And if I just put in something like photos, okay, and just put in an enter, okay, I'll just wait for this to reload. Come on, fast. Okay, so this thing still works fine because we have mapped this to slash photos. So in case we had put something like an album or any other name except of photos, so if we just go and refresh, okay, so since we had something in the end like slash album which we haven't mapped in the in this page.routing HTML file, so that's why this thing has not worked this time. So in case of photos, as we all know, this thing was working. So what if we want that this thing should also be mapped, and we have to get like whatever the URL parameter has been passed after this new element, after this variable. So what if you want Mike's photos and then or albums, like in case of Facebook, in or his timeline or his likes or his friends? So these kinds of things also can be derived very easily. All you have to do is that, since we know that we have to put a colon to get a variable, so all we just have to do is that we'll just put a colon out here and just give this a type. You can actually type in anything out here, and I've given this thing variable out here a type name. And all you have to do again is that you have to just head over here, and I'll just copy this part and give this a like type. Okay, I'll just, so now I've gone ahead and mapped both these things to the URL, and we are actually displaying the output whatever both the things have been passed. So I'll just wait for this thing to complete the reloading. Okay, so okay, so we have just mapped this thing out here with a variable slash type and our index.html, and we have given this thing a params of type. So I will just, okay, so now as you can see that we actually have got back whatever we have typed in here. So earlier it was not working because maybe due to some caching or something like that. So if I just passing something like an album like we have done before, and which never worked in the last time, so I'll just go ahead and do a reload again. So we'll just wait for kind of few seconds. Okay, so now we can see that this new URL variable which we had passed through the URL now being correctly displayed. So friends, that is how basically page.js can be used to achieve routing. And if we just click on different links, you can see these things work. And if we just put in something like album, or if you can also make a variable like directly out here and just put in here album. Okay, so this is how basically friends page.js achieves routing. And in the next tutorial we'll maybe just head over to more of this kind of routing. And please subscribe to the channel and please like the videos if you like them, and thank you. Okay. And just in the end I'll just show you again the routing part. Okay, so here if I click only mic, and if I click on the next link where there's a /album, we can see that this /album has been correctly